All right, welcome back. We continue live right here on the Borders and Borders Hotline. It is 412-575-2600 on the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call. Bob Pompeani with you until 11 o'clock tonight. Also get into some hockey because the Penguins, after a tremendous comeback in Anaheim on Friday night, they were down 3-0. People went to bed only to wake up finding out the Penguins won 7-4. Jake Guentzel has been on fire. He has 10 goals in his last 9 games. He has 9 goals in his last 6 road games. 2 more goals last night, but their power play, as good as it is, continues to hurt itself with shorthanded goals. And last night, Andrei Kopitar got one at a critical time. It was a 2-1 game. Penguins on the power play could have tied the game. Instead, they fall two goals behind, and that's something that infuriates Mike Sullivan. So the question is, what does he do? Does he take minutes away from guys who've been guilty of turning the puck over? Likely not, because they're part of the success rate that you see. They just have to be aware that they do still have a defensive an awareness out there when on the power play. You cannot be loosey-goosey at the blue line. Malkin and Letang have been very much responsible for some of those giveaways. No sense being fancy. Get it in deep, work for it, shoot, whatever you got to do. Those plays, when they happen, are critical, and it was critical last night in the game. So let's go out to the lines. We've got Ann in North Braddock. What's up, Ann? How are you?
Hi. Okay, how are you?
I'm fine, thanks.
Okay, I have 2 comments.
Sure.
I'm going to say my first comment first because you probably don't like my second comment.
Okay.
So my first comment, when I was in 9th grade, I had a favorite teacher. He taught civics. He was my homeroom teacher. And you're probably too young, but he was Fran Rogel when he used to play for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
I remember the name. Sure.
I do. I guess when they stunk. My second comment, I know everybody wants Antonio Brown to go, but I want him to stay.
Well, he wants himself to go. I mean, have you been paying attention to what he's doing? I mean, why would you do this if he says he could deal with any outcome, including staying here? Well, why are you on social media so much talking about leaving and talking about going to other teams and having other teams' players recruit you, essentially?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I know you guys are right, but I just feel like he was always into the game, and he was always
a tremendous receiver, a tremendous 100%. Producer of touchdowns, and everything else he did on the field. He didn't have many equals in this league. There's no doubt.
Right.
But when you walk out on your team and your coach and your owner and you're not calling anybody back yet, you have times to call everybody else back on Instagram. I think that's a little disrespectful, and it undermines, the whole thing that's going on in a locker room. So at some point, something's got to happen, and I just don't see any way it goes back to where it once was. He may come in at one point and say to them, hey, I figured it out, I'm sorry, and apologize. Todd Haley once said, and he said it well, he said, Antonio Brown leads the league in apologies. Okay, well, why you keep apologizing if you know you don't do this stuff in the first place and you wouldn't have to apologize?
Well, he was there, wasn't he? And I guess they just told him you're not playing.
But he skipped out on practice. He didn't get an MRI, and all of a sudden he shows up on game day, wants to play, and they said no. Yeah. What they should have done was suspended him and not paid him. That would have had a bigger impact, I think. Anyway, thanks. Appreciate it, man. Have a nice night. Let's go out to Clint in Altoona. What's up, Clint? How are you?
Hi, good. How you doing?
All right.
Yeah, and get over the comments on the games this weekend and everything, and ask your prediction and stuff. Watching the games there this weekend compared to the wild card weekend, I had 3 out of the 4 road teams I think won last week. Now it was all home teams this week, and New England coming out hot again against San Diego. I mean, they go to Kansas City next week now. A lot different environment. They got a guy Mahomes that they rushed Phillip Rivers all game. He can't run. I mean, Mahomes can run, and he can burn the Patriots by running the ball if they get pressure on. I think that they're just too fast up there. If they come after Tom Brady, I think they're going to hit him hard. I don't know. But as far as the Saints and Rams, you looked at the game that I thought was going to be a lot more one-sided. Was the Rams the way they dominated the line with the running backs and running over Dallas, but they held on to win by only 8 points.
Right.
And their secondary didn't look too hot. So, I mean, who do you your prediction there? And do you think overall, do you think, who's going to win? The NFC, do you think they're stronger? Is the AFC,
well,
whoever gets in? All right, thanks.
All right, thank you. This is what I think. I think everyone is going to be betting New England just because that's the thing to do. I guarantee if you go to most of the books around here and anywhere else, they're going to tell you people are betting New England because why not? They're New England. Bill Belichick, Tom Brady, blah, blah, blah. And that's fine at home. This is on the road. It's a different animal there, and I think Andy Reid finally has a quarterback that he knows He's unflappable. He's poised. He does everything you could want. 50 touchdowns this year. Think about that. Most guys have to play a lot of years in the league to have a 50-touchdown season, and there aren't many of them. And here he is in his first full year on the job, and he does that even without Kareem Hunt, who was let go. And it goes to show you, too, about rushing the football. 2 names this week show you don't need a top-end number 1 or number 2 pick to do well in the run game. Damian Williams took over for Kareem Hunt, and not many people gave him a chance. He was undrafted, spent some time in Miami, got an opportunity with Kansas City, and he's been terrific. He, in fact, averages the same amount of yardage that Kareem Hunt did when he took over for Kareem Hunt. Number 2 is C.J. Anderson, a guy that the Steelers could have signed here. Maybe if they did, and Stephen Ridley wouldn't have been in the game, and he would have and may have changed things. He was outstanding yesterday and really did the lion's share of the work until Todd Gurley came in and they kind of. But they rushed for 200, I believe, 30 yards. It's the most ever in their franchise history, and I think it's going to take something like that next week in New Orleans. But I like the Chiefs to win bigger than you would think. I'd probably take them to cover their spread, which is -3.5. And I also like the Rams. I'm going to pick an upset there. I think the Saints are real good at home, but I think the Rams have what it takes, and a defense that could mess up Drew Brees a little bit with, the front 4 starting with Aaron Donald. So that's going to. At this point, I may change, but at that point, that's what I like. I like the Chiefs and the Rams in the Super Bowl. 412-575-2600. Let's go to Jim and Carrick. What's up, Jim?
Hey, Bob, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Hey, a question to ask you.
Sure.
Belichick had a week off. You notice how he prepared the team for the L.A. Chargers?
Yep.
Okay, he did great. Now, last year in the playoffs against Jacksonville here, Tomlin had a week off, and I don't think he prepared himself for the game.
No, well, they made a lot of mistakes, no doubt. And normally when you're in that position, 1 or 2 seeds, look what happened this year.
Right.
You got 1 versus 2 in the conference final. Now, that has not happened a lot, but
right.
It's supposed to happen. It's supposed to be a big advantage. And that's what makes last year worse. They were 13-3. They had that opportunity, and they laid an egg at home after being beat by that same team at home. That's what made that frustrating to watch.
Right. And another thing is I'm betting the Chiefs. I'm taking New England with 10.5 and the L.A. Rams with 10.
10.5 or 10. So you're teasing. Teasing it's called that, for a reason, because they want to tease you. You feel more secure with the points, but guess what?
Right.
You normally lose those teases. I would go straight up if I were you, man. Do it.
Yeah, but why not take New England with 10.5? That's it. Looks
because
like
I can see a scenario under which Mahomes and that team beat them by 15-20. I really can.
I mean, New England beat Kansas City at New England this year
by 3 points, and it went right down to the wire. We'll see.
Right.
Appreciate it. Thanks. Let's go out to line 1. That's John in Mount Washington. Hey, John.
Hey, Bob. I haven't talked to you in a while. Happy New Year.
You too. Thank you.
Okay. I'll be the first to say this about the Penguins. Malkin averages coughing up the puck. One major gap a night lately. He's really been bad. Well, they got Gensel on the power play. He's been looking good. The Hornquist gets back. I know Sullivan can't punish these guys, but, maybe Malkin die in the first minute. That'll get his attention.
The only thing you can do as a coach.
The puck up, Bob. So I'll hang up and listen to you.
Yeah, the only thing you can do is take ice time away if you think that's. But I think these guys are beyond that. It's just being efficient, more than anything else. Understand that, yes, you want to make fancy passes, and, yes, you're going to get creative. And that's part of their genius out there as a group. They're pretty good. But when you subtract the 10 shorthanded goals to what they've scored, you'll see that it affects the overall average. And you don't want to be in that situation. You got to be better than that when it comes. It's just too much giveaway stuff. Just get into the zone, take it from there, and then let the creativity run. We got to take a break. 412-575-2600. That's the number right here on the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call. Back right after this.